Hello, you're with the Breaker Leggers and we're in Sloane Square, London at the Royal Court Theatre seeing The Children.
Stay tuned to find out what we think of this brand new play.
The play is written by Lucy Kirkwood, who won the 2014 Olivier Award for Chimerica, which premiered here, then transferred into the West End.
The piece is directed by James MacDonald, who also recently directed Escaped Alone here at the Royal Court this past season, and that had fantastic reviews. So stay tuned and catch up with us after the show, where we tell you if we think it's break a leg or leg it.
So we have come to the end of The Children at the Royal Court. It's an hour and 50 minutes straight through. How did you find that?
I really enjoyed it. I think the genius in this is in the writing. Lucy Kirkwood, she's really at the top of her game at the moment, coming off the back of the success that she had with Chimerica. How about you?
I agree. I think there's only 3 characters in it, so as the piece unfolds, you're really intrigued as to what's happened, what's going on. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic disaster in a not too distant future to now, so it's all very relatable in terms of what's going on. The plot, as it evolves, you start to make sense of what's going on. The relationships between the characters, although ever so slightly predictable, are beautifully played out.
It asks some really tough questions actually about where your loyalties to your children lie and when does your responsibility to them stop. I feel in definitely with Brexit that's just happened here in the UK, where a lot of the older demographic were actually making decisions on the fate of the country, and the fact that the younger people and the younger generations were the ones that were truly going to be affected. I almost felt there were a couple of nods to that type of feeling, and it definitely asks some of the questions that are very relevant, although not in quite the same scenario as this piece puts them, but still in the world that we live in at the moment. Slow burner of a piece. There are times where the pace does drop off, but it almost is a bit of a roller coaster in regards to the text. So when you come to a lull in the text, you're then on a hill for the next crescendo. It works really beautifully, and I feel that the director, James MacDonald, has really drawn everything he can out of those subtleties in the writing. Also, got to give a very kind of great performances from all 3 of the main cast members, particularly Deborah Findlay as Hazel, the kind of in a little bit of a suffering wife in this.
The rest of the cast were great as well. Ron Cook as the solo male, as well as Francesca Annis, was brilliant. Really, they each held their own, played beautifully together, played with the pace. It was just really well presented. Well, lighting, atmospheric, suited the piece. They have power cuts, so nice things to play with natural light from candles, as well as when the power kicks in and having the ambient light that you would expect in the setting.
Some beautifully simple undertones as well with regards to the sound. Great job by Max Pappenheim on the sound. He's doing really well for himself at the moment, and he is currently doing sound at the Park Theatre that opens soon, and also Sex with Strangers at the Hampstead. We'll look forward to hearing Max sound work on that.
So, how many legs for this piece, I hear you ask?
So, for The Children at the Royal Court Theatre, new play by Lucy Kirkwood, we are going to give 4 legs for The Children. Definitely one to keep an eye on, and Lucy Kirkwood, if she keeps delivering this quality, I would definitely be looking out for her next piece and recommending you head along to see that.
And talking of recommendations, I recommend if you are thinking of coming down to London to see anything, the Royal Court is a fantastic venue. It's one of our top 4 venues. The Royal Court, if you don't know, they focus exclusively on new pieces, new writings. There's no programmes. To get a programme, you actually have to buy the script of the piece, which is great, because then you've got something to take away and read downstairs at the venue. They've got a bookshop as well as a great cafe, which is just a hive of activity, of culture. It's a real great place to be at, so do come along.
We'll look forward to seeing you really soon. Keep up with Breaker Leggers. Remember to like, follow and subscribe, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.